Okay, good afternoon, children. So today are with the next chapter, that is complex number and quadratic equations. Now, actually, what happened in the earlier times, it was a problematic to find the solution of the equation of this type. See, x square plus 1 is equal to 0. People were unable to find the equation, the solution of this equation. So, and therefore this type of equation, the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, they weren't able to solve in the condition when b square minus 4ac, which is called the discriminant, was less than 0, means it was negative, okay, on the set of real numbers. So it was just impossible on the set of real number to solve these types of equations. Okay, so what happened, it was Euler who first introduced iota. Iota means your I. Okay, this I symbol, he was the first introduced. So he went beyond the sets of real numbers into a new system of complex system. So there he involved this I, okay, known as iota. The credit goes to Euler, where he defined I is equal to under root of minus 1. Okay, I is equal to under root of minus 1, so I square will be minus 1, and thereby I4 will be equal to 1. So fourth power is always equal to 1, just remember, okay. And I was called as an imaginary number, okay, it was called as an imaginary number. So now what is a complex number? Okay, a complex number is in the form of a plus ib, okay, like this. It is in the form of a plus ib, where b and a are real numbers. Note down, b and a are real numbers and I is the imaginary number. Okay, so this is the format of a complex number. This is basically written like this only. You see example, 2 plus 3i, 5 minus 7i are all the complex number. Okay, so in the it is denoted by z. So z is equal to a plus ib. So we have few things. Real part of z, okay, real part of z, that is real z, is equal to a. See, this is totally real. So real part of z is equal to a, and since imaginary part, here I is there, so imaginary part IMZ is equal to b. Okay, so this was the real and imaginary part. Now you see, now we have crossed the set of real numbers into the set of a complex number. So the set of real number will be contained in the set of complex number only. Now the biggest set of numbers will be the set of complex numbers. Okay. Now equality of complex number. If two complex numbers z1, z2, a1 plus ib1, a2 plus ib2 are equal, then what will happen? z1 is equal to z2. In that case, if this is equal, then this is equal and this will be equal if the real part and the imaginary part are separately equal to each other. Okay, so this is the equality of the complex number. Now come to, since we are moving on the new set, so everything will be new. So this is the algebra of complex number, how they are done. So if z1, a1 plus ib1, z2, a2 plus ib2, z3, a3 plus ib3 are the complex number, then we have following properties. One is closure property. Children, what happens in the closure? Suppose we have here a set C of complex number. Closure means any operation, numbers will be here in the set, so any operation you are doing here should be inside this set only. Okay, so as in our real numbers, suppose we multiply 2 into 3 is equal to 6, it is a real number, right? So it lies inside the set. So now the condition will be here like this. This will be the set of real number and this is of complex number. Okay, so addition of complex number will follow the closure property. Okay, closure property where I told you that their operation will lie inside it. So okay, so see, if I am adding z1 plus z2, that is a1 plus ib1, and a2 plus ib2 will be a1 plus a2 plus ib1 plus b2. Okay, So the addition of two complex number z1 z2 will be entirely a complex number, and so will reside in the set of complex number only. So this is known as the closure property. Okay, so see, the addition is a complex number. This is the real part and this is your imaginary part. So this will be a complex number. Now commutative property. Commutative addition is commutative as z1, either you do z1 plus z2 or you do z2 plus z1, it will be same. So this is called commutative property. A plus b is equal to b plus a. Now associative. Okay, addition of complex number is associative. So for three complex numbers z1 plus z2 plus z3, you can do like this: z1 here plus z2 plus z3 here. Okay, then existence of additive identity. Okay, if you recall, what will be the additive identity in your case of real number? This is your homework. Just tell me what is the additive identity in the case of real number. So here, okay, here for a complex number x plus iy, okay, I have added this thing 0 plus i0. Okay, 0 plus i0 identity means the thing will reveal itself. So x plus iy, I have added 0 plus i0 here. This will be equal to x plus iy plus 0 plus i0. Okay, so means either you add here or add here, it will be same. So it states that key 0 plus i0 is the additive identity. Okay, so 0 plus i0 normally we write equal to 0. Okay, then next is the existence of additive inverse. Okay, it exists in real numbers also, that you also to tell me by WhatsApp. So what is the existence of additive inverse? Okay, so every number z is having its additive inverse minus z. Okay, minus this such that z plus this minus z is equal to 0. So here minus z will be the additive inverse of z. Okay, the number which on adding to any number gives the additive identity. Okay, so that will be the inverse of additive inverse. Then subtraction of complex number, it will follow by the same rule, z1 minus z2. You subtract c, again it is a complex number. Okay, then multiplication of a complex number. See, this is z1, this is z2. If you multiply here, to get things like this. Okay, then we have z1 z2 is equal to i2 plus I, a1 b2 plus b1 a2 minus b1 b2. Okay, so this is left with a1 a2 minus b1 b2. This is the multiplication of the two complex numbers. Okay, I think something is left here. This is left. Sorry. This is here plus I a1 b2 plus b1 a2. Okay, now this is complete. So see, this is again a complex number. Multiplication of two complex number is again a complex number. Now property of multiplication, it always follows the closure property. Okay, so if z1 z2 be two complex number, then z1 dot z2 is also a complex number. You have seen above. So commutative property z1 z2 z2 z1 will be equal. Associative property z1 z2 z3 will be equal to z1 into z2 z3. Okay, then again we have multiplicative identity. Okay, multiplicative identity. So here, suppose this is the complex number, so any number by which, see, in case of your real numbers, this is 1 is the multiplicative identity. 2 into 1 is equal to 2, 3 into 1 is equal to 3, 4 into 1 is equal to 4. So here we have the identity 1 plus I0. Okay, or simply can say 1. So x plus iy when multiplied by 1 plus I0 will give the same number, or do like this. Right. Now multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. So when it multiplied by a complex number, it will give the multiplicative ID, that is 1. So for z, the multiplicative inverse will be z inverse, because z into z inverse will be equal to 1. Okay, then distributive property. So if Z1, Z2 plus Z3, then we get Z1, Z2 plus Z1, Z3, or here Z1 plus Z2, Z3 plus Z1, Z3, Z2, Z3. Okay, some notes are there. I4 is equal to 1. I to the power minus 4 also equal to 1. Okay. So for any integer, I to the power 4k will be equal to 1, and I to the power 4k plus 1 is equal to I to the power 4k plus 2 will be equal to minus I. Okay. One thing more, root A, root B is not equal to root AB, where when AB are negative numbers. Okay. When AB are negative numbers. Why? Because things of type like this, okay, belongs to complex number system, okay, and so therefore it will be not followed. Let's remember. Now these are simple identities. Z1 plus Z2 square, similar as in our real number system, okay. Now see, one I have proved here, Z1 plus Z2 square is equal to Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 plus Z2. Like this I have done, okay. Then see modulus of complex number. Let z is equal to x plus y, iy, then modulus of complex number is denoted by mod z and given by this only. Okay, later I will explain this when we go to the that complex plane, Argand plane, then I explain it graphically. Okay, properties minus z, mod minus z is equal to mod of z, mod z is equal to 0, if only z is equal to 0, modulus of z1, z2 is equal to modulus z1 into modulus z2, and modulus z1 upon z2 is equal to modulus z1 upon modulus z2. Prove I have left for you only. Okay, for proving things, take z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1. Okay, z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, and you can verify these numbers. Okay. Okay, so mod z will be given by this root x square plus y square when z is equal to x plus iy. See, both the real numbers have been taken here. We have not included I anywhere here. Okay. The conjugate of a complex number. So if z is a complex number x plus iy, then the conjugate of z will be denoted by bar z. Okay, this is called bar z and given by z minus iy. X minus z is bar z is equal to x minus iy. Just remember, on while taking the conjugate, only the symbol before the imaginary number has to be changed. You have nothing to do with this part, okay. Only the sign of the image before imaginary number will be changed, then you will get the conjugate. So again we are having some properties here. See, this is bar z, then again bar is equal to z itself, okay. Then bar z1 plus z2 is equal to bar z1 plus bar z2, and bar z1 minus z2 is equal to bar z1 minus bar z2, bar z1 z2 is equal to bar z1 z2. Then next we have z1 upon z2 bar is equal to bar z1 upon bar z2. Then it is bar z modulus is equal to modulus z, z bar is equal to modulus z square. Children, do by yourself and prove it, okay. If not done, I'll tell you. And some questions I have taken here. Express in the form of a plus ib, means write in the form of complex number. This is minus I, 2i, minus 1 upon 8 I whole cube. So this is minus 2i square, minus 1 cube is here, 1 upon 8 will be 512, this is I cube. So this is I square is minus 1, so this will be plus I square minus 1, so minus 2, sorry 2. Okay, so this is minus, so minus 1 is plus 2, and this is 1 minus here, then 1 upon 512, I cube will be written as I square into I, so this is minus 2 upon 512, okay, upon minus I into I, so again minus 1 will be plus, this will be 2 upon 512I, this is equal to 1 upon 250, 1 upon 256I, which is equal to, in form of a plus ib, 0 plus 1 upon 256 I. Okay. Then we have I 102. I told you write in the power of 4k. So I 25 into 4, it should be a multiple of 4. In higher power, 1 should be a multiple of 4. So I 25 into 4 plus 2, that is I 4 25 into I square, and this is 1. So I square is equal to minus 1. So this is minus 1 plus 10i. The next question is 1 plus I, 3 plus I, this. We have to put in the form of a plus ip. Okay. So simple calculation, you know everything. Just replace I square by minus 1. Okay. So keep on doing. We'll be reaching here. This is 0 plus 28 by 10, that is 14i by 5. So in form of a plus ib, it will be written as 0 plus 14i by 5. This is in the form of a plus ib. So children, only do your first exercise of NCERT. Okay. And ask any problem. If there is any problem which you are not asking, I have seen, just ask, because don't make a wrong concept by studying yourself only. You cannot be right every time. So some things are there which need correction. Okay. So don't hesitate, just ask if there is any problem. Thank you.